One of the big things that I do is I teach Pranayama. And Pranayama is the science of the breath, or learning how to control your breath. I had to get involved in therapeutic yoga because my body was so worn out from my athletic career. So growing up in the 70s, I played all the athletic sports, and the consciousness of the training was very, very low. So it was always more is better. Lift more, run more, do it longer, all those things, and it left my body pretty well beat up. So the chronological age of my cells was much further advanced than my birth date. So discovering therapeutic yoga as a way of opening my body up and not causing any more residual damage to knees or ankles or hips or shoulders, it was great for me. I began to see that I was actually pretty tight. And as I began to apply breathing, correct breathing, slow inhale, longer exhale through the nose, breath retentions, alternate nostril breathing, some of the power breathing techniques, some of the cooling breaths when life gets too hot, I began to find an amazing tool to allow my body to heal. And when my body began to heal, amazingly, my mind began to heal, and I began to see the best in myself. And when I began to see the best in myself, I could see the best in others. And I began to feel well. And when I began to feel well, parts of myself that used to separate me from humanity in artificial ways, either in a superior way or inferior way, were unwound. And I could begin to heal my past. And as I healed my past, I had a lot more confidence in the present moment, the now moment, the moment of reality, this moment right here, right now. And I had enough confidence that my life was valuable, that the gifts that I brought to the table were big enough. And I did have an ability to be seen and be heard in a healthy way, rather than an unhealthy way, like it was in my youth. Applying the therapeutic yoga and the breath allowed me to work with more of a meditative mind. Most of the time, I had a monkey mind. I had a judging, comparing mind. And those minds were always starting and stopping. They always had a get-rich-quick scheme. And it was unsustainable to some degree. And learning how to transcend time and learning how to transcend the limits of distance in regard to achieving and manifesting, reaching into the flow state or 0-point balance was easy for someone like me who had no knowledge at all of the Eastern arts. And I began to bring the Eastern arts into athletic teams. And we've had amazing success. I began to bring the Eastern arts and some of the Western neuroscience into corporate America. And we've seen revenue rise quickly and healthcare costs go down substantially. We've had great success in regard to stress management. And we know that stress is a major problem for our culture, or the misseeing of what time really is, or man-made time. And time becomes a thief to people. And they gradually begin to lose steam, lose endurance, and they begin to become worn out, and they're constantly sick again and again and again. So repatterning your breath, you change your perception of stress, and you begin to allow stress to become the teacher rather than the stress of torturing you. And you begin to see that stress is simply something that shows that I care about myself. I care about my brand. I want to do something with my life. I just simply don't know how to do it right now. So we turn stress around here, and we use stress as a physical material to explore where we've been, where we are, and where we're going.